Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. I just gotta do it because Maya told me to do it. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. No, it's really not. It's kind of cloudy. It's kind of, it's gonna be humid today. It's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be great. But, hey, at least crypto's going up. Let's get it. What's going on? Good morning, guys. Good morning. I am wearing a green shirt, and luckily, the green screen still works with the green shirt. Thank God, man. Holy moly. I would have to go change on camera for you guys. I know you guys want to see that, don't you? Don't you? Mike, what's going on? Keith, Neil, Pranjal, Stumbledore. What's going on, Stumbledore? Tuji. Tugai? I don't know. Skillful, what's up, man? All right, what's Bitcoin doing right now? Bitcoin got another pump up sort of after hours last night, which was nice. I was sleeping, we're all sleeping, and Bitcoin seems to break this $20,400 level. But do we have some things to take a look at on the charts that might give us a little pause at this level? Well, yes and no, and we'll kind of talk about that as we come along here. Drunk Bear sleeping. I'm sleeping. We're all sleeping. Like I said, wait, this is all fake green screen? Maybe not. Who knows? Cheers, guys. Happy. I hope you got your coffee ready for today, and we can have another good day here in the crypto world, all right? So far today, we got Bitcoin up a little bit, up about 2%. We got ETH up another 5%. Hey, I think right now, at least while we're up at this level, I think we got to play a little pump song for ETH, man. Let's freaking get busy. Come on, bro. Come on. ETH is dead, though. ETH is always dead. ETH is always dead. When is the BTC ETH BTC go to zero, apparently? Come on, man. TradingView rug pull? Jordan show is fun and low stress. No politics. What do you mean? I talk about politics all the time. No, I don't. I hate politics. I literally hate politics. If you know anything about me, I hate politics so much. It's the dumbest thing on this earth. Anyways, let's jump on it. So, what do we got for BTC? ETH, by the way, is breaking up from this little descending channel that we're watching here. But we got to stress some caution, right? We got to stress some caution at this level where Bitcoin is, right? Because wherever Bitcoin goes, that's where the altcoins are going to go. We know this. It doesn't take a rocket science. It doesn't take you a scientist. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to tell you Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up, Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. We know this. I think most people in the space know this at this point. But where is Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin last night, we smacked that $20,400 level that we've been waiting for so long to break that freaking level, right? I mean, it was really a range, right, for Bitcoin between 18,400 and 20,400. And Bitcoin now has gotten a close, we're not talking wicks at this point. We've finally gotten a close above 20,400. All right, which is freaking awesome, right? It's hallelujah. We see a different number. Holy Lord. We saw a different number since we've seen since early September. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Here we are. So we broke back above that level. But we have a couple of things on the charts, which, you know, obviously, as we kind of forget sometimes, Bitcoin's going to do what it wants to do, how it wants to do it, what it wants to do it, because we said a lot of these things the same thing last night. Bitcoin at resistance, be careful, bearish divergence, and Bitcoin did not give a shit last night. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's go. So we smacked that. We're kind of out of that little range for now, right? Could we go back into it? Absolutely, but I think it's awesome that we broke out. But we go back to the hourly chart. What are we looking at? Jason, what's going on, man? Thanks for becoming a member, man. Bye, guys. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to all the bulls out there who were buying the lows and were having freaking patience. This is why you have freaking patience. Now we get 20, 30% gains on altcoins because you had freaking patience to buy support. All right? So shout out to all my bulls out there, man.
Strap up.
Not even to the bulls, just the people who have patience, right? That's really it. Anyways, that's besides the point. And don't be scared to take some profits, man. I will keep stressing this. It's great that things are going up, but do not forget to take profits as these things are moving to the upside, right? Ethereum at this point, from the lows, you were scooping it up down here. Ethereum's up almost about 21%. Do not be afraid to take some profits. Could it go higher? Yes, but that's not the point. All right? You can't go broke taking profits. I will keep saying that. We're still in a bear market until proven otherwise, okay? What I mean by bear market is, you know, I told you guys, I think the bottom is in. Other than, you know, we get some huge black swan event, which could definitely happen. Been saying I think the bottom is in, but it doesn't mean we can't go sideways and we can't keep going back to the lows a million more times. But that's besides the point. I ain't never scared. We ain't never scared, man. We ain't never scared. We were trolled for a month. We were trolled for a month. Oh, Lord. Anyways, what's the issue with Bitcoin we're seeing right now? And it might have already played out. Well, if we look at for Bitcoin, we got on the hourly chart, if we want to be honest with ourselves, okay? Listen, we got to start being more realistic. Okay, and I think what this bear market has taught us is we got to start being more realistic. We can't just be moon boys. And to be honest, I think at some point, the bears are going to learn you can't just be a doom poster. Okay, it is what it is. So if we want to be realistic, Bitcoin's still got a little bit of bearish divergence, but it seems like Bitcoin does not give a shit right now, right? We got a little bit of higher highs, and we got a little bit of lower highs on the hourly RSI. But you could argue, one could argue here that that's already played out, right? Because Bitcoin did just get a little bit of a drop of about almost 2.5% after you had that bearish divergence. So has it played out already? Or is Bitcoin going to continue to the downside? Obviously, depends a lot on what the stock markets are going to do, right? Right now, the NASDAQ's a little bit down. The S&P's a little bit down. DXY down. So it's a very interesting day. It seems like everything's down except crypto, which is a nice sign. I like that a lot. But we do have a little bit of bearish divergence. So I want to stress caution. I think the level that we want to hold here in the short term is 20,400, 20,500, which was the previous highs that we finally broke out of, which is freaking awesome, man. So guys, I will say this. Do not, you're in such a tough spot because yes, you're breaking out of some key levels, but I don't want you guys to get too euphoric and I don't want you guys FOMOing in. The time to buy was the 2 months that we were sitting down here at the lows, okay? Now that prices are moving up, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You got to make the decision. If you want to FOMO in here, you do you, man. Do I recommend it? I never recommend FOMOing. You got to make that decision for yourself. And unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Like we always like to say, at some point, people are going to make that decision. You know, do you think it's going to go higher? Well, you got to make that decision. If you don't, well, you got to make that decision. And just what it is. Black swans are mean. Black swans are very mean, man. They are very mean. Key said, can't get rich being a troll. You can get rich being a troll, man. You totally can. You know how many trolls are out there that are rich? There's a lot of trolls. All right, here comes Bitcoin, 20,619. Our previous high right now for Bitcoin was 20,800. So we want to see if that level can break here in the short term. Obviously, we check out some other stuff that's going on. The S&P last night actually was forming this rising wedge that we talked about. It did break to the downside. It came up and back tested. The question is, can the S&P continue up and just say, screw you to this rising wedge? I don't care about this. And does it want to continue up too? That's obviously the big question here. And obviously the DXY, which we've been looking at, you know, all you guys were trolling me last week. The euro's not going to break out. There's no way. The euro's not going to break out. Pump it. Euro. Finally getting that movement. And what do you know? What did we say? We said when the euro breaks out of this, that's when crypto's going to have its move. What do you know? Euro breaks out of this 2 days ago, crypto gets this move. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. It is what it is. And the DXY is at a critical level here, guys. The DXY is at a really, 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 really critical level, okay? Because you look at this and you say, okay, it did break trend. It did break trend, but we want to break this 110 level. This 110 level we want to break. Where we got one hit, we got two hits, all right? Can we form the M formation at the highs for the DXY, which we haven't done? You look at this whole run. We really haven't made any really M formations that we've broken down from. So this is key. If the DXY cannot hold this 110 level, oh, man. We'll see what happens. It might not be today, right? The DXY could bounce from this level, come back up, retest, and then come back down. But can we hold the line here at 110 is the key for the DXY going forward. If you don't, that's the breakout of the M formation. We're probably looking at a little lower levels, which means that crypto probably goes up a little bit higher. So, hey, this is a key level for both the DXY, key level for the euro at 1, right? Psychological level at 1. Can we continue up, right? And that's sort of the cookie that's gonna crumble, man. Neil's got the morning wood. Of course you do, Neil. Of course you do. All right, let's watch some BTC. We got 20,593. What do you guys think? You guys think the Bitcoin move is topped out? You guys think we're going up a little bit higher? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. My target's still 21,700. And you guys are calling me crazy, but all of a sudden that's not that far away. That's still my target, right? And what was my reasoning for 21,700? Well, first off, at the lows, everyone and their mother was bearish, right? We take a look at sentiment. Sentiment was the lowest it's ever been based off 100 different metrics. I should say the second lowest it's ever been since 1999. It was lower than 2008. It was lower than 2000, okay? The only time it was lower was the COVID lows, okay? Which obviously was a crazy, crazy time, which I understand why I was embarrassed. But listen, this is crazy. And when everyone's on one side, the market tends to at least, maybe it doesn't go to the moon, but at least gets a little bit of a move to the upside, all right? Now, we look at this. I'm still looking at taking this a little more of this vector candle right here, man. You see this daily vector candle? My thinking was, there's no way, there's literally no way that they don't come up and they take this liquidity up here, right? You got this giant daily vector. There's no way they leave that there. They're not just going to dump it down and let all the shorts that went short right here just have a free ride to the downside. There is no way they do that. So now they're bringing it back up. Do I think we're going to the moon here? No, I don't think we're going to the moon. But I'm still waiting for 21.7. I'm still patiently waiting, man. I have taken some profits, though, on some, especially Ethereum, because Ethereum's moved up hot and heavy. I have taken some profits from Ethereum that I bought down here. So As always, even if you think it's going higher, it's good to take some profits, man. All right, don't be afraid to take some profit, at least on your short-term bags, right? Hodl bags are different. I don't touch those, but things that you buy for maybe a swing trade, don't be afraid to take some profits, man. Let's see, Scotty Swing, what's going on, man? Scotty Cup and Handy, Scotty Cup and Handy, man. What's going on, Scotty? Good to see you, man. Who cares about a small move? BTC is a scam. It'll just drop again. Hey, man, it'll drop again until it doesn't drop again, right? Every move will be a bear market rally until it's not. What are you going to do when it's not? That's my question for you. He told me to get long. I like being dirty, too. I think for Clint, you would tell him to get short and not to short. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord. You would tell Clint, hey, Clint, get short, man. I love trolling Clint. Clint, if you're in here tonight, show your face, man. Show your face. Come out the woodwork. All right, what's some other couple things that we got going on? Look where Bitcoin's came up to, guys. Bitcoin has retraced back to the bear market resistance band. All right, so this is the point where I know it's easy to get caught up and be like, this is bullish, right? What I've noticed about the market is people like to get bullish at the worst times, okay? And kind of like we said when ETH went to 2K, it's like, okay, can ETH go higher? Yes, it can. But statistics say that when do the most people get bullish? They get bullish at the worst time, which is at the key moving averages and at key horizontal resistance points, right? So Bitcoin's back at the 20-week moving average. Here we are. Here we are, man. So let's see if we can get back above this. At the end of the day, until we get back above this, man, we're still below it, right? I want to see this break. This is awesome. But this is not the point to get super, super bullish, in my opinion. This is the point where you start getting a little skeptical. As much as I'm a bull I want to be, as much as I want to go long, this is when you get a little skeptical. And the other big thing is, look at this confluence, guys. And this is something we talked about consistently. Oh, excuse me. And this is a longer-term indicator. This might not play out today. Look where total market cap is coming up to, guys. So total market cap, we were talking about the 20-week moving average coming down and the 200 moving average coming across. And we were talking about they're almost crossing, okay? They're almost crossing. And what did we talk about in the last bear market when these almost crossed? What did we see crypto do? And no one wants to listen until it's too late. Here we go. We look at what happened in 2018, 20-week moving average coming down, 200 moving average coming up. They almost cross. What does Bitcoin, what does total market cap do? Total market cap for crypto starts getting that move to the upside. After you get the swing low to swing high, 786 retrace, they almost cross. We go to the upside. Hey, man, look where we're sitting right now. Total market cap is flirting with that 20-week moving average. 20-week moving average coming across. 200-week moving average coming up. They almost cross. Here we are. After the 786 retracement. From swing low to swing high. 786 retracement. Oh, here we are. But hey, everyone wants to parrot the same news narrative that they hear on the news. Oh, crash imminent this week. Oh my God, man. When you see this same, everyone parroting the same thing, you do the opposite. So now we wait for everyone to get bullish, and that's when we short it. I don't think the time is yet. I want to wait a little bit longer. But there's going to be a time where everyone starts getting bullish, and we short this back to the ground. But I don't think the time is yet. We want to get everyone a little bit more bullish first. That's what we want to do. All right? Which is 21.7. No, but right now, guys, Bitcoin's coming up. I still think it's going to be a tough cookie to crack here in the short term. This is a logical pullback area. You know, listen, I hate calling when Bitcoin's in a little bit of an uptrend. I hate calling for pullbacks because there's so many times where Bitcoin just makes a fool out of you, saying, "Oh, it needs a pullback, and it doesn't get one." But logically speaking, this is an area where I could see Bitcoin pulling back. Right, higher highs, lower highs. This is a logical area, right? And you know, where could it pull back to? I don't want to see it break 20,400 to be fair, but if it does, I mean, 20K and 19.8, which is the 618 Fibonacci level, man. Let's see. He got lost in the garden again. Need a new stream. Jordan isn't spreading my narrative. That's so true, man. People love to watch what their narrative is. Why do you think that the bearish videos get more views than the bullish videos now? Because people love to soak in their own little hopium, you know? That's the case. That's the case, man. Let's see. I'm worried that the big guy might not make it till 2024. Let's see. BTC moving up. I'm currently watching on the stream on the toilet because Jordan said it was okay. Yeah, man, listen, I watch people streaming on the toilet. Listen, some of you guys in the Discord, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm taking a shit. So, if you ever want to worry what I'm doing when I'm in the Discord, half the time, I'm sitting on that toilet after some Taco Bell or some Chipotle or some Qdoba, and I'm going, man, look at Bitcoin right now. In reality, what am I doing? You know what's up. You know what's up. As always, guys, we can smack up that like button. If we can hit 400 likes on this morning stream, that would be freaking awesome. That would be freaking awesome. We got to get back in the like grind, man. I've been slacking with shilling the like button, okay? And if there's anything we got to shill in here, it's the freaking like button, man. Seriously, it really helps the stream, and if you want to do it, you can do it. If not, hey, you don't like me, it's okay. We'll move on. All right, here we go. So 20,604. Man, the one thing I am happy about here, and here's what I'll say about the one thing I am happy about, guys. The one thing I am happy about is Bitcoin breaking out of this descending triangle. Why?
Rant alert.
Because I don't got to hear about the bears trolling about this damn triangle anymore. Look, it's the same thing as 2018. At least I don't have to hear about that bullshit anymore. Which, you know, to be fair, I understand why they're looking at it like that. That was just too obvious, in my opinion. You know, what's more likely? The breakout to the upside, the fake out, and then we start coming back down. Not just that was too obvious, man. That was too obvious. You had too many people going short right here at support, thinking it was going to be exactly like 2018. It was just going to dump back to the downside. Could it dump now? Sure, but now all the shorts that were in here got wrecked, which is classic crypto and classic BTC, if you know what I mean. All right, so what else do we got going on? What else do we got cooking in here? Is ETH still moving up? Man. ETH 1537. I like ETH to come to 1697, by the way. Is Pratish Samant's brother? Will Smith that like button, said Neil. What happened to Samantha? I don't know. I didn't ban Samantha. Guys, I don't ban anyone. Okay? I don't ban anyone. So if you think that I banned someone like Fahid last night, which I didn't ban either, I don't ban people, man. All right, what else do we got? Let's check stock market. Stock market's still holding up. Nothing really crazy. The DXY. Look at the euro, bro. Look at the DXY. The DXY is at such a critical point. This is such a critical point in the charts right here, guys. DXY breaks this M formation. Hey, it's the first time in this bear market it's done this. Right? And listen, you guys know I'm not a big measure move fan, but, you know, I know some people are. I mean, 105.79, that could be a pretty big move there. Right? So, hey, it is what it is. We take it to the bank and we let it rock and roll, man. We let it rock and roll. Let's check out some altcoins. What's altcoins doing, man? Let me know in the chat. Any altcoins you want to look at, let me know in the chat, and I'll jump through some of these. I mean, they're going to do what Bitcoin does, but there are some altcoins that are performing better than others, right? Today, you really got, it's Doge. Look at the Doja, man. Jesus Christ. Doge doesn't do anything. Doge does literally nothing. And then all of a sudden, it just wants to go. All right, and that's the case with some of these cryptos. It's like they don't do anything until they do. So Doge up off the lows last 2 days. Doge comes up about 17% there. So Doge looking pretty good. Here's the thing with Doge, right? You broke the downtrend of resistance with Doge. That's freaking awesome. But obviously, we're kind of sitting right here, right, where we got previous lows, right? 1 previous low, 2, 3. We flipped it up and turned into resistance. We're right at that resistance again now. But I'll say this breaks for Doge. Just like we kind of see with these other ones, man. This underside of this belly. You see this little belly? I would not be afraid of Doge coming up to like 7.5 cents. Which from that point would be about another 12% move. As long as Bitcoin can hold up, which right now it's not doing too shabby. So Doge came up to a key spot. I mean, in reality, Doge at the moment, looks like a nice W formation. People always want to count out the W formations until they play out. People love pointing out the M formations. They don't like pointing out the W formations. To me, this looks like a clear W formation in the making. It's taken a long time. It's taken a lot of patience for this one. But there it is. So Doge looking pretty decent. I would say it has a little bit more room to run on the daily RSI, so I would not count that out. At resistance here, it probably has a little bit of bearish divergence. I'm not going to go into that. You guys get the point. Let's see. ADA. Let's look at ADA. Cardano, everyone's favorite coin. Cardano, man. We love Cardano in here. Right? Why? Because I think Cardano gets a little bit unneeded hate. I've always said that. It's down just as much, if not, other coins are down worse than Cardano, but people love to fuck Cardano. Anyways, let's see where we're going here. So Cardano, yeah, I mean, just look at where it is. Let's just look at where it is logistically. Right here. You got the 50-day EMA coming in right here. You got previous support, and now you're flipping it as resistance. So this is a tough cookie to crack. And if there's any point of an area for a pullback, this is it. Just like we said with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's at a key area with bearish divergence. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin got a pullback from this region. Altcoins are at key regions, right? Previous support flipping as resistance at the 50-day EMA. Here you are. And if you sort of zoom in a little bit, you'll probably find some bearish divergence just like Bitcoin. Actually, ADA actually doesn't have any bearish divergence, which is definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. That's actually not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. You've gotten above that 204-hour EMA, but we've done this so many times, right? And that's why I stress caution here, because you look across, ADA's got back above the 200 EMA, dumped. Got back above it, dumped. M formation above it, dumped. Get back above it, dumped. So what you need to do is, you need to get a little bit more momentum here. I'm not too confident where it is now. We got to get some more momentum, because you could just make it a big M formation right above the 200 EMA. So we'll see what happens with sort of ADA here. All right, let's go back to BTC. We've got 20,669 for BTC.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's get the pickle on today, man. Let's get the pickle rocking and rolling today. Where's my pickle? It's too early for the moon helmet, guys. It's too early for that. I don't think we're going to the moon. But I don't think anyone goes to the moon, so maybe we do, right? Does anyone think that we're going up? This is like, I'll ask this. Guys, where do you think this Bitcoin rally stops? If you even want to call it a rally yet, which, I mean, you can make the argument that it's not yet. Where do you think that this Bitcoin rally ends? Let me know in the chat. You can make an argument for that. Where you think it is. Bitcoin back at the highs, 20,700. So here we go. You got Ethereum. Look at ETH, man. Mike said 24K. Be cool with that, bro. I'll be cool with that. If Bitcoin goes to 24K, ETH is going to be above 2K, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Good morning, Wade. What's going on, Wade? All right, let's take off the pickle here for a little bit. Because the pickle blocks the screen. You guys are like, move your pickle, bro, which sounds very wrong. Don't tell me to move my pickle, right? I mean, listen. If you guys tell me to move my pickle, listen, think about it this way. Imagine I take off the pickle, and then in the chat you'd say, take your pickle off the screen. Imagine what people would think, okay? We don't want people to think that. So let's not say move your pickle in the chat. Imagine if a YouTube person came in and said, get your pickle off the screen. you know, that probably wouldn't go over very well. 10 push-ups. Let's see what else is cooking here. So it's really the Bitcoin. Really right now, when I'm looking at my watch list, it's really the Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, and a little bit of a Matic show, man. Look at Matic. Matic is I will keep saying it. Matic is a freaking beast, and there's a reason why it's my number 3 holding. It is a freaking beast, bro. It is. It's a freaking beast. Matic, I'm looking for Matic to get up here to 105 at this point. I don't see a reason why it can't. Daily RSI has plenty of room to run up. It's clearly above the 200-day EMA, which is pretty crazy, right? Considering everything. And yeah, I don't see the reason why it doesn't come back up here. We could all be a little crazy at this point. But it pays to be a little crazy sometimes. So, and listen, if Matic breaks that, which, obviously we'll take it when it gets there, but Matic's got some serious room to run. And then you're just breaking that consolidation, Matic. I love Matic, man. And you guys love Matic too. I know you do. I know you do. Here comes BTC. Here comes BTC. Again. Hey, listen, we still got bearish divergence, though. So as much as I want to get pumped, we're going to do it anyways.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Just be careful here. We still got bearish divergence. But we know, when Bitcoin wants to move up, people forget, bro. If Bitcoin wants to move up, Bitcoin's going to do whatever it wants to do, how it wants to do it, when it wants to do it, with who it wants to do it with. And sometimes we forget about that. It's been so long. It's been so freaking long. But that's what Bitcoin does. And we all forget. We all forget. Even I forget. Even I have disbelief right now. Okay? Me and myself right now, who has been calling for upside for a significant amount of time, is in disbelief. Even I think it's going to dump. So that's where the market's at, right? Everyone keeps trying to short. Everyone thinks it's going to dump. Everyone didn't disbelieve, and at one time it won't be a disbelief. Maybe it's not this time, but at some point, it's going to be one of those moves that everyone's in disbelief and no one believes it. And it just keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. Maybe it's not this time, right? But it's going to come. It's going to come. Market makers, 50x long is the way. Oh, God. Oh, Lord, man. Lord. Come on, BTC. Smack that high, bro. Smack that high. You got bearish divergence, guys. So I don't recommend going long here. Obviously, you do what you want to do. It's your money or whatever. I would say risk versus reward, probably not. But how could I say that when my target's 21.7? That doesn't make. I would say 21.7 is my more in a couple days target. I don't think it hits it today. That would be absolutely nuts. That would be a nuts move. Let's look at ETH. Look at ETH, man. Come on. Jordan, what's going to cause a pump? There's no reason for a pump. The world is bearish. There's no reason for a pump. Oh, man. Watch BTC dip. Retail thinks they are buying the dip, and BTC comes for all the long liquidity. Probably, Mr. Hart. That's why I say don't be afraid to pay yourself. Do not be afraid of, guys. As much as I want to troll, and I say, Jordan, there's no way we can't pump. That was the whole chat last week. There's no reason. Do you see how bearish the economy is? They don't give a shit, man. If they want to move the price up, they will. Because guess what? Retail doesn't move the economy. Retail doesn't move the market, man. The market makers do. They have so much money. It doesn't matter how much money we have. If they want to move the market up and get people to FOMO, they will. All right? It's one of the dumbest arguments. But here's the deal. Don't get too carried away yet. Right? We've seen this so many different times. And that's why I even stress caution, for people who are sort of out of the market at the moment. I stress caution, man. This would not be the time that I'm going in for any type of short-term move. This would not be the time. Could that backfire? Sure, it could. But risk versus reward probably says that, you're still in a bear market until proven otherwise, and that's sort of the deal. But this is a nice freaking move, man. Oh, Lord. We gonna go up? Clint short liquidated. Was that Clint? VeChain is a beast. Plus. All right, let's see BTC. BTC does not give a shit right now, man. It doesn't give a shit. It doesn't give two shits. Bitcoin about to hit 21K. Let's see what we got going on here. What a nice day. DXY looks like it's breaking that support. It's awfully close. It's awfully close. Guys, I said this the other day. The Bitcoin charts are great, but what really matters is this sort of play on play with this with the DXY and with the dollar and the euro. That's the big play right now. Bitcoin charts are great. Stock charts are great. This is what's driving this move, right? This is what's driving this move right here is the DXY coming down. Why is the DXY coming down? You got the euro pumping and you got the Japanese yen pumping. All right, when those are moving up, like we said, that was going to happen this week. Everyone wants to troll. Then you see the move up for crypto. You see the move up for risk on assets. That's it. That's it. Right? We're all getting pumped for Bitcoin. And this is going to continue if the DXY breaks down here. This is going to continue. It hasn't broken down yet. So I stress caution here at this level. But continue to watch. Take prof arts. Oh, Lord. FOMO Allen. Let's see. Core PCE comes out Friday at 8:30. Facts. And dude, we know that Camirand, right? We take a look over here. What did Camirand say? Camirand, the witch. All right? I don't know if she's a witch. I'm not trying to spread FUD. But she's got some voodoo. What did she say? May 10th plus October 28th. Do what you will. Okay? What happened on May 10th? Well, a pretty nasty move. October 28th, is that going to be the reversal day? We'll see. That comes up this Friday, man. You know, it's so interesting. And this is why I told you guys I was excited for this week, because I thought some volatility was going to come in this week. It is, but I stress caution because we still, yes, we're getting volatility, but that doesn't mean that we can't just go the other way. And everything we've been looking to is pointing to whether you think the bottom is in or not. Oh my Lord, look at BT Sizzle. Pump it. Let's go. It's what we've been saying, man. And I stress caution. I'm gonna wait for the pump song to finish here. And I'm gonna. Well. This reminds me of last year, man. It does. When everyone was just super bearish, and then Bitcoin just started going nuts out of nowhere. 21K. There it is. But this reminds me of last year. Does it play out the same way? I don't know. But the sentiment is the worst. I've told you guys, since I've been in the space, the sentiment the last 2 weeks has been the worst I've ever seen. All right, here's the deal. Here's the deal. And this is a lesson. If you ever feel yourself feeling one way really, really bad, that's when the market's going to go the opposite way. If you feel yourself getting super euphoric, which, you know, you could argue that we're getting euphoric right now, and now's the time to take profits. That's why I stress taking profits. When you feel euphoric, that's the time to take profits. When you feel fearful, that's the time to buy. All right? You got to do the opposite what your mind thinks. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. It's so hard to train yourself to do it that way. But what was I going to say? Everything in their mother's pointing to November. Everything's pointing to early November, right? Every time in a bear market, you've had that last drop a year after the highs. When did Bitcoin top out? November 10th. Where are we at? October 26th. We got 2 weeks, man. We got 2 weeks. If you think we're going to go lower, I think it's going to happen relatively soon. Okay? If you think the bottom is in, great, man. Great. There's arguments for that too. Every indicator we look at, pi cycle bottom, hash ribbons, log width regression curve, 200-week moving average. Bitcoin never going below the 300-week moving average in history, where it's sitting at right now. There's a lot of things pointing to the bottom being in. And that's why this time is so awesome and fun, because it's a mystery. Or it's a mystery. And I think a lot of people's beliefs, whether you think we're gonna go lower or the bottom is gonna be proven in these next, I would say within the next month or so. That will be proven, in my opinion. But hey, who am I to say? And we'll let it play out, right? Just like we said the last two, I always kept saying, hey man, I think we're gonna go up. I'm gonna have patience, and I'm not gonna let the chat sway me one way. I'm gonna let it play out. Same thing with this. Let's let it play out, my friends. Let's let it play out. Gotta have patience with this stuff. Gotta have patience. Facts. Don't care about your feelings. True. Jordan, I'm looking for 109, 109 in the DXY. This is good for the short term, just in time for the elections and then rug pull. Oh, listen, I agree. Don't get too euphoric, man, because there's always a chance Bitcoin just does this, right? Comes up maybe a little bit higher and then just drops off a cliff right back down to the lows, okay? And that's why it's a tough spot, because I know a lot of people, listen, as much as people don't want to admit it, I know a lot of people sold out at the lows down here. It is what it is. I know that's a fact. And I know a lot of people are like, holy shit, am I going to miss the ride? Should I buy back in now? I don't think that's the smartest move. Obviously no one knows, right? But I do think at some point you'll get another chance to come back. Whether it's now, whether Bitcoin goes on a bigger rally, I do think you'll get another chance down here at some point. I do. So all in all, it is what it is. I done with people swaying what I think. Yeah, you got to think your own move, right? You got to think for yourself, man. Because that's why the common saying is do the opposite of the herd, And that's something I've really had to train myself with because, listen, I'm up here streaming every day. If the sentiment is super negative, it affects me, man. It does, right? If I come in the chat super bearish and trolling me, right? And I go on Twitter and maybe I post something and everyone's like, that's not going to happen. That you're human, right? So that's going to affect the way you think. And you can't let that affect the way you think. You can't. And that's something I've had to work on. And I'm happy that I did. Right? Now, what do we got going on? Matic. There's not a ton of altcoins going nuts. Looks like Atom's trying to come up a little bit. Come on, Atom. I love Atom chart. The Atom chart is freaking awesome, bro. I love the Atom chart. Look at this. From the swing lows of this move to the swing highs, you've retraced perfectly to that 786 retracement, which is freaking awesome. You're at the 50-day EMA. All right. So once again, when you come up to the 50-day EMA has been a point where you've kind of struggled and you've held a support multiple times. So obviously at the 50-day EMA, you got to pay attention right here. Right. You got to pay attention right here because that's oftentimes the big swing point. Obviously, Bitcoin continues to kill it. Right. We got to break this little point right here. And then all of a sudden, right, which a chart that looks bearish all of a sudden has the first hit, the rise, the second hit, and it's got that W pattern to come back up. And that's all we're looking for, right? At the highs, what are you looking for at the highs? You're looking for the M formation. At the local lows, you're looking for the W formation. That's really it, and it's there, right? And Atom is trying to get that move up. Come on, Atom. Let's go.
Step up. We're going to the moon.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
We're going to 100K tomorrow. I'm waiting for the first guy to come in the chat and say, we're going to 100K tomorrow. Again, I asked you, should I FOMO into Atom? Keith, we don't FOMO in this channel, man. We don't FOMO in this channel. Why does Crypto Face look like he's never showered? His hair is always jacked up, man. I don't know, man. I think traders, sometimes they get a little nasty because, they just sort of maybe sit and then just sit. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know if he wears a wig either. He might wear a wig because back in the day he had short hair. So he might wear a wig to protect his identity. I don't know, I guess. Which I guess wearing a wig and wearing a mask is protecting your identity. Nowadays, I don't think that really does. Just get the eyes, but it is what it is. Uni looking good? Uni's looking good? Uni's always looking good. Uni's always a hot ticket. Let's take a look at what we got. Uni. Where's little Uniswap, man? Uniswap. Where is it? Am I blind? Sometimes I can be blind. Here we go. Yeah, look at Uni. Uni's has consistently been one of the best charts too. Consistently. This whole bear market. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So you're trying to break resistance right now. You're still there. So don't get too carried away. You're still there. All right, resistance is sort of right here. You're still at resistance. I mean, obviously my next target would be 737, but don't get too carried away right here. Right? As much as I want to get carried away, you might be saying, okay, this is a nice bottom formation, which it is. You came back, you basically back tested previous resistance, flip it into support multiple times, right? Time to buy was down here. Again, it is what it is. And then we get sort of the swing lows to swing highs. We extrapolate this up. If it does break out, that does get you back to the highs. Like I said, am I a big fan of measure moves? No, I'm not. But for you guys that are, we put you back at the highs. So there you go. Bitcoin 20,840. So we're sort of just flirting with this level. I will stress again, there's bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. And you got to respect that until it doesn't show itself. So I don't think that at some point this is gonna have to pull back. At some point it is. But will it be now? That's always the question with Bitcoin. It's like, and you guys remember all the times where Bitcoin's gotten moves up and we sort of said, okay, Bitcoin's got to get a pullback, and it doesn't. Bitcoin's got to get a pullback, and it doesn't. And then sort of it's when you think that you have to say, okay, I'm done calling for pullbacks, and that's when Bitcoin pulls back, right? So, I mean, you could always make that argument about where you think Bitcoin's going to pull back. I killed it on my long 600% gain the past 48 hours. Rafi, that's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, bro. 600% gain the last 40.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Closed it before this last hourly candle. Had to pay myself, but I missed out on more gains. Listen, bro. Most people would round trip that, bro. Most people would long from the lows, hold, right? It would start pulling back. They're going to say, this is just a pullback, and they would hold it all the way back down to the lows. So, nice, dude. I'm proud of you for taking profits, man. Most people, I think that's the hardest thing when you're in a super successful trade. It's hard to close it. You know, you just don't close it. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. Brandon said, Rafi, great job. Don't FOMO the gains. It's so true. It's so true. Don't FOMO the gains, man. All right, what else do we got, man? What else do we got? I don't know. Just the weekly chart just looks juicy to me. And you know, this is from a very basic level, but you know, let's get rid of some of these real quick. Let's get rid of this one here. Okay, so we know we're at the bear market resistance band, but when you look at the weekly chart, I mean, to me, and we're gonna keep saying this, it just looks like a W formation in the making. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. I sometimes I might think that I'm blind. And everything in between, but it just looks like a W formation forming here. That's all it looks like. And people were trolling the bullish divergence. Dude, respect bullish divergence. Sometimes it could take many candles to play out. Respect it. Respect it. Lower lows, higher lows. When you have weekly bullish div, it's going to play out at some point. Oversold in the weekly. Literally at the 300-week moving average, where Bitcoin's never broken in its history, and everyone wants to get bearish right there. Come on, man. Come on. Does it mean that's going to continue up now? No. That could have been the move, but there it is. To me, I just love the weekly chart, man. Like you bring up all the confluence where you're at right now, right? Right at the previous all-time highs. Doesn't mean that's the hold, but you're right there. Okay. You're at the 300-week moving average, where Bitcoin's never broken in its history. Ever broken in its history. Not once. You bring up the Bitcoin log growth curves. Where's Bitcoin sitting? Oh, look at this confluence. Right at the bottom of the log growth curves, man. Oh, what else? Pi cycle bottom. Cross right at the lows. Oh, what else? Hash ribbons buy signal. Right in the last dump. Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. And once again, Bitcoin could go right back down to 19K. That doesn't change anything. You know? So, we gotta have patience with this stuff. Patience is the key. But for now, Bitcoin, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a pullback here. I wouldn't be surprised. 10K BTC guys sweating right now? I don't think they're sweating yet. I think, and that's why I think we go a little bit higher, because they're still like, this is just a pullback. This is just a pullback. You got to get the 10K guys to FOMO in, and that's when it pulls back. I don't think that's now. I don't think they FOMO'd in just yet. You know? I think the most logical thing here, at least for me, right, is Bitcoin pulls back from this region, right? As bearish divergence, it pulls back, right? Probably comes back down to, I don't know, one of these levels down here. Bitcoin's going to do what it wants to do. Like last night, I thought it was going to pull back. Didn't really. I mean, it pulled back like $300 and then decided to go again. I think it pulls back, right? You get all the 10K guys going, see, right? And then Bitcoin goes again, and they go, shit, that was just a dip. Shit. Bitcoin goes up. My target's still 21.7. Bitcoin goes back up to 21.7. And they're like, shit, man, I can't miss out on this rally. And that's when they FOMO in. Right here. That's when they FOMO in. And then Bitcoin starts to come back down. That's my overall prediction. We'll see if it plays out. Everyone's got a prediction. But I think that's how it plays out. Nice. We've been here before, sir. We have been here before. We have been here before. With the spikes up. Pull back. Rise. Come up here. Get everyone to FOMO in. Comes back. We'll see. We'll see. Sol. Solina had a really good day yesterday. But hey, here we are. Here we are. It broke out of the downtrend of resistance, but where do you find yourselves, man? I've been waiting for a Jordan big toe reveal for like 6 months. Big toe reveal? You want my big toe reveal? Listen, I got a really nice big toe. It's big, girthy. It's just a really nice big toe. I will say. No, but the 50-day moving average. You're still below. All right? You're still below the 50-day exponential moving average. Why is that important? The whole move down since August. The whole move since August, okay? You've gotten rejected from the 50, rejected from the 50, rejected from the 50, rejected from the 50. You'll find that on many altcoin charts. This is the point where most people go long to get wrecked. And I'm not saying that to scare everyone. Oh my God, Jordan thinks we're going to go back down now. I say that as stress caution at this level, and this is not the point to go long. The time to go long was down here when you were literally at support. Now, you got to start looking the other way. Even if it goes up higher, you gotta switch your mindset, right? Even if it goes up higher, you gotta switch your mindset. Michael said, self-emitting 14K person. This was the first pump that had me on the right on the edge of FOMO. Still fighting it. Mike, I get what you mean. And hey, listen, like, no one knows where Bitcoin's gonna go. You know, trust your own gut. You got to trust your own gut. What do listen, I'm kind of a weird thinker. I think everyone sort of lives in their own little, everyone lives in their own, so we all think this goes deep. We all think we live in the same world, okay? I think we all live in our own little dimensions. We might think that we live in the same world, but this goes super deep. But you guys don't need to go here, okay? You got to trust yourself, because the decision that you make will be for a reason, right? So if you think you're still going to 14K, you friggin' do it. Either it does and you're a genius, or it doesn't and it's a learning lesson. You do what your gut. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to freaking Gareth Soloway. Don't listen to Crypto Face. Don't listen to George. Don't listen to BB. Don't listen to anyone. You do what you want to do, because your gut is going to tell you what you should do. You know, don't do it in fear and greed, but you do what your choice is. You make your own decision, because it'll be for a reason. It'll be for a reason. We all live in a yellow submarine. Brandon said, still watching my ETH stack. Won't sell a dime till next run. Loving it being stacked. Yeah. Listen, I'm not selling my Bitcoin and I'm not selling my ETH. I'm not. Altcoins, if they get a big rally like they did the last couple of days, I'll take a little off the board and put it back in when it goes lower, which I still think it will at some point. You know, and that's sort of the case at the moment. Bitcoin and ETH, we don't touch that shit, man. We don't touch that shit. I have those thoughts when I'm super baked. Lord. Let's see what we got going on. Listen to Tino? I would argue don't even listen to Tino, man. You know? I would argue that, to be honest. Tino said don't long yesterday. Listen, no one's always right. We're not going to throw shade. No one's always right. Even someone who's does this for a living, which I'm sure Tino does, is going to be wrong sometimes, right? So there's no shade thrown for anyone. Everyone's going to be wrong sometimes, and that's why don't blindly trust anyone. Even if someone has like an 80% hit rate, you could follow them, and it's that 20% rate that they don't hit on, right? So you got to trust your own gut. Trust your own gut, man. Everyone's saying the DXY going to go to the moon. Everyone's saying that. When it happens, DXY comes back down. You can't always, don't trust anyone, man. I just sold 1 ETH, but it was a swing I grabbed at 950. Nice. Slurp that coffee. That's the way to do it. You cannot drink coffee without slurping it. I tried for you guys, but delicious. Exactly, Drew. If you're listening to people on the internet for financial advice, then you're doing it wrong. Facts. Because that means you can't do it yourself. I completely agree. And that's why I don't agree. I agree with joining, like, I agree with learning, right? Doing stuff to learn. But if you're like, what I don't agree with is joining like a trading group or something like that where you copy other people's trades, because that's not you learning, man. That's not you actually learning that skill. So you okay, that's great. You might join a trading group. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. But you're not actually learning anything. You're going long this, take profit this. But why are they doing that? You know? And the most important thing to learn is why. Not what are they doing, but why are they doing it? You know? And that's why I like Tino so much, because he tells you, he doesn't really tell you his moves. He tells you what his thought process is and why he's thinking this way. And that's why Tino's awesome, man. Because he tells you why. He doesn't tell you what, he tells you why. And that's why that's the most important thing. Don't like Java and have to return shoes to customer service. Oh, Lord, man.
20x after Bitcoin integration November.
Lord.
Swinging here, girls.
Come on, BTC. Get up there, man.
Strap
I'm having
up.
fun at
We're
this
going
point,
to the
man.
moon.
It is what it is. Like, this is such an interesting spot, right? Because I bet everyone and their mother's looking at this hourly bearish divergence and saying this thing's got to pull back here, right? It has triple bearish divergence. Everyone's looking at this. This is going to pull back. This is going to pull back. Does Bitcoin give a shit? No. The S&P, which was down, look at the S&P now. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Look at the S&P. Rising wedge, breaks down, back tests, continues down, and then just says,
nope.
and just gets a nice big vector candle back to the upside. Let's see if we can get back into this wedge. We get back into this wedge, I don't think this matters anymore. This doesn't matter anymore, man. Look at the S&P. Look at this. Look at this, man. That's that. And Doom Drew. And Doom Drew. Exactly, Drew. I agree. There's three different styles, right? There's a hodler, there's a swing trader, and there's a scalper, right? They all have three different strategies. So if you're a swing trader and you're watching a scalper for advice, it's probably not going to work, right? If you're a swing trader and you're watching a hodler for advice, probably not going to work, right? To me, there's three different types of people. You got to find someone who thinks like you and share ideas, right? Because people try to take like a scalping strategy and then try to use it for, like, people try to use like a 15-minute scalping strategy on a daily chart. It's not going to work because every time frame works differently, right? 15-minute is super volatile, right? You got to be in and out. Daily, you got to have more patience, right? You can get in a long position and it could take days, weeks to play out. You know, where there's times where you might be in the red on the daily, right? Your trade might be in the red for a little bit on the daily because you're confident in your position. You hold it open, but then weeks later it gets in the green. You know, and they're completely different strategies. Completely different strategies. Like for me, I don't like to scalp, man. I don't like to sit on the computer. That's not for me. That's not because I don't like to just sit on the computer. I like to work on stuff on the computer, but not just sit and watch a trade. Especially if I have a short-term trade open and I want to go do something, I hate thinking about that, you know, because I have the trade in the back of my mind. I'd rather just spot swing trade, right, and hodl. That's really me, and that's what I realized the last couple months. Scalping is not for me, right? It's not. You got to be a specific person to be able to do that, in my opinion, and that's not for me. Wow, almost just tapped 21K. Yeah, we're almost sitting at 21K. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got. Let's look at the monthly chart for BTC. So the monthly, which at one point was looking brutal, is now about to have a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly chart, which is pretty nice. At one point, this was looking very, very bad. And now all of a sudden, it's looking like actually a pretty nice month. And what do we sort of talk about, right? The monthly chart, RSI, is at the levels where Bitcoin's always bottomed in the past. And you look at, a couple things that other people are looking at, which I've seen other people point this out. At the monthly MACD, when it starts to flip back over, the Bitcoin bottom has already been in at that point every single time. Right? 2014 starts to flip back over. Bottom was already in months ago. Obviously, that you still went sideways for a while, but that's not the point. Right here, February 2019, right, starts to flip back over. Bottom was already in, and here we are. If this month closes where it is, which we still got, to be fair, 5 days left in the month, which is not that long, man. Here we go. Bitcoin's breaking 21K, by the way, right now. One more thing. When it broke right here, when it started to flip back over, Bitcoin bottom was already in, which I think it is, unless, someone starts throwing around, nukes or something like that, right? Then obviously that's not the case. All right, let's see. 21K. Here we go. Chop, chop. Jordan, get back over to Bitcoin. Stop talking about monthly charts, man. We don't give a shit about that right now. You know what it is? All right, we're at 21K. So that's that. Ethereum. Oh, look at ETH, bro. Look at that, man. You know what I love about this? It's just like, man, I want to troll so bad, man. Jordan, control the inner troll. Control the inner troll. Okay? Don't troll yet, man. Don't be trolling. I want to troll. The crab is dead. Hey, man. A lot of people were trolling, saying, there's no big move coming. What big move? And I'll tell you again, what did I say? The move that happens is going to get a lot of people caught with their pants down. Why? Because they leave during these times. The boring times. And then they come back and they don't got a damn plan. So now what's their plan? Do I FOMO? Because they didn't have a damn plan. And it would have been the same thing. If we dumped instead of coming up, it would have been the same thing. You know what I mean? And sort of, it's still the same point, right? Let's open up the Bollinger Bands real quick. The Bollinger Bands, which is right here. We're talking about how tight they are. And when they've only been this tight. The last 2 times they've been this tight was May 2022. What happened? 50% dump. What was the time before that? September of 2020. What happened after that? 400% pump. This ain't no joke, man. And you can go back to any single time, right? February of 2020, it happened before, actually, you could argue October 2019. What happened after that? 65% pump. When before that? November 2018. 50% dump. You don't get small moves when this happens, man. You do not get the small moves. You don't. You just don't do it, man. You don't do it. In their defense, watching crappiness sucks. Oh yeah, I'm not even talking about people who watch streams or anything like that. I'm just talking people. Because I know how this works, man. You sort of go, oh, crypto's not going to move. It's not going to move anytime soon. And then that's when you dip. You dip. So I was 50-50 of trades. I walked away. We'll come back again when things are moving. I like to set it and forget it for a few hours at a time. Yeah, I agree. Control the troll, man. Oh, man, stupid meetings. I'm back. How many fart jars did I miss? You didn't miss many fart jars, man. You didn't miss many fart jars, unfortunately. You want one? Here you go. There you go, man. I'm a bull, but I still believe this is a midterm pump. Hey, man. The issue is, with any pump like this during this time, is we won't know what it is until the move plays out, So that's the case. So what I will say is, what was I going to say before that? What I will say is, the real ticket for me, when Jordan finally gets really, really trolly. You guys want to know when Jordan gets really, really trolly? When Jordan gets really, really trolly, when Bitcoin closes a weekly above the bear market resistance band, right? Right now, that 23K. All of a sudden, we're not that far away from that. And that's when I get really, really trolly. Because when Bitcoin's closed above that in the past, and we did get one close above it in March of 2022. Preferably, I'd like to see a close above and then sort of, you know, 2 candle closes above. That would be preferably. But that's when Jordan gets super, super trolly. Until then, I think it's sort of, we're still just chilling down here. But whenever we got back above that in the past, and we closed 2 candles above it, Bitcoin has had a nice, I mean, not just a nice rally. I mean, it's every time we've done that. Besides right here in sort of 2020, which was the pandemic crash, and obviously that's it's gonna happen. I mean, you can't predict that shit. But besides that time, Bitcoin's gone on a massive rally whenever it's gotten back above that in the past. So, you know. That's when I get super trolly. Until then, I'm going to be a little bit of a troll, but not full troll. You know, not full troll. Midterm pump is a fallacy. Check the charts. It's about 50-50. True. That might be a narrative that's just passed around. You know, I love finding narratives and sort of destroying their narrative, right? Which I think a narrative that we can all agree. Look at the DXY, man. Look at the DXY. Come on. This is more important than the Bitcoin chart, man. Oh, Lord. Please check Fallacy Coin. I just realized we're all friends because we all like crypto. You know what's up, Stumbledore? We're all friends here because we all like crypto. We like crypto, man. We like crypto. Where's everyone in the chat, man? Let's see. Oh, God. Dump that DXY, boy. Where's the euro? Oh, my Lord. Look at the euro. That was the Bob face on Jordan. That was the Bob face on me. You know what's up. This one. Oh, Lord. I was like, you know, obviously the sort of thing's on, so you guys don't see me. But in real life, it's like, it's me going like this. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm done. Look at the euro, bro. Come on. Euro's, Jordan, euro's not going to break out next week. Oh, my Lord. No, but this is more important than the Bitcoin chart, man. Right? This is what really matters here. As soon as this broke out, that's when Bitcoin broke out. DXY, forming that beautiful M formation for the first time in this bear market. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, and you know, sometimes we take it for granted, but here it is, the beautiful M formation on the DXY. My target was to break 110.21. I want to see it on the daily close. You know, if we wick back up today, hey, it's that narrative is gone. I want to see this broken on our daily close today. Right? 110.21. That's what we want to see. Mickey's buying euros. The Mickey's buying euros, man. It tapped it and smacked it. Dude, I will donate money to the channel as Jordan pronounces epitome. That's the epitome. Right? That's an epitome. You could say epitome. I used to say epitome, which is probably kind of embarrassing. I think back in the day I said epitome on the channel. You guys trolled me for saying epitome. Epitome. That's the... Oh no. Epitome. No. Epitome, not. Epitome. It's not epitome. Epitome. I knew that. I did. I don't know why I was saying epitome like an idiot. You know? Told you. Pay up. Epitome. There we go. I that's what I meant to say. Oh, Lord. Lord. What am I going to do with myself? You know? Look at ETH, man. Listen. Guys, You know me. Like I was of a much of a bull as anyone down here. Okay. Buy sport. I didn't think ETH was going to do this. I didn't. I didn't even think that ETH was going to do this. But I should have. You know why? Because we were constantly saying how tight everything was, right? Everything was tighter. Tight. And that's what happens when things are tight. I did not think ETH was just going to blast up like that, man. You know? Which, I mean, I didn't think ETH was going to go up almost 20% in 2 days. I did not think that at all. With two pretty girthy candles there. That's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. I honestly thought ETH was going to get rejected right here and pull back, and ETH just didn't give a shit, you know. So that's kind of where we're at. I mean, so you might. The problem is where we're at. You're forming some bearish divergence on some higher time frames. Like right here, you got lower highs in the daily, and you got higher highs on the RSI in the daily. When you're getting a little bit overbought, so that's the issue that we're gonna run into. Obviously, to nullify that, ETH has to get all the way back up here, you know, to nullify that. So that's sort of the issue we have right now. It's not so much like a huge like right now issue, but going forward here. And Bitcoin should have the same thing, where it's got actually Bitcoin actually is fine, which is good. Bitcoin actually doesn't have any bearish dip on the daily. It might on the weekly though. It might on the weekly. Yeah, it's got some bearish div on the weekly, but obviously we got a long week to go, right? I mean, we got almost pretty much the whole week. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get back above 21.8, which is, I don't think is terribly unrealistic. It's only $1,000 where we are now. Reverse Barts. The reverse Bart Simpsons, man. Reverse Bart Simpsons. Dude, forget about telling Jordan he's muted. Let's just all ask him about the epitome of things. The epitome. The epitome. Oh, man. Let's see. The rest of us are laughing at you. When I asked you if I should FOMO, that was your sign. When I asked you if I should FOMO, that was your sign. BB getting ready for 11:30 rant stream today. What's he ranting about today? I mean, I feel like he's ranting about something different every single day. You know? Holy Lord. This, that, this. Listen, man. But hey, that's why people watch, and hey, it is what it is. People want to watch people for who they are, you know? That's what I've always said. All right, so what else we got? What else we got here? Look at ETC! I had ETC to my watch list yesterday. ETC moving up the third most on the watch list today. Nice. Nice on ETC. Let's see what we got. Let me zoom out a little bit. ETC's got this beautiful... You guys know ETC. When the market moves, ETC likes to move. So right here. ETC has got this sort of bigger... Let's go to like the 3-day chart here. ETC's got... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this! Right? Obviously, ETC in a downtrend, okay? Just like everything else. Whatever. Right? But you got the beautiful rounded left shoulder. You got the beautiful ogre head. You got the second dip back down to get everyone bearish on the right shoulder. Oh, my Lord. If this comes back up now with Bitcoin, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I had to do it. But, hey, ETC bounces right off the same point as that left shoulder. That's some beautiful shit. Now, just needs to come back up, which we expect Bitcoin to come back up. ETC is going to come up too. And all of a sudden, you got this massive, massive pattern here, which could take a while to play out, but is it a coincidence? It puts you right back at the wick of the highs. I don't think so. So let's let it play out. Could take, this is on the 3-day chart, so this could take, months, but you know, all in all, I like where ETC's at for a longer term, more consolidation. Where it could do something like this, could come up, come back down, do something like this, come back down like this, and then eventually break out. But I like it for a longer term formation. Please don't do again, sir. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Oh, God. Drawing a penis now? We can. We can. It's a trash can. It's a trash can. Trash can. Oh, Becker gonna take care of Miss Claus while Santa delivering presents. Becker's gonna be going nuts on Miss Claus. You know. Anyways, guys, I've been live too long this morning. I'm gonna be back later on at 7. We'll see where Bitcoin ends up. I will stress again. I don't recommend FOMOing. Bitcoin has bearish divergence on some of these shorter term time frames. Logically, it would be level for Bitcoin to pull back. But we know if Bitcoin wants to go up, it's not going to give a shit what you think or I think. Okay? So, Merry Christmas to all, and to have all have a good night. My target's still 21.7. We'll see where we're at. Just like I said 2 days ago. We'll see where we're at in 2 weeks. All right? Later! And let's all hope that the DXY continues to dump today, because that's the ticket. Bitcoin chart does not matter. Watch the DXY chart, watch the Euro chart, which both look freaking phenomenal at the moment. Later, boys! Peace! Oh, wait. Cut action. So the weekly chart on ICP is the biggest bullish divergence I've ever seen on the RSI. 20x after Bitcoin integration in November. Big D swinging here, girls. Why did you add the end there? Big D swinging here, girls? Let me check ICP real quick. ICP, and then I'll hop off here. ICP, the biggest bullish divergence you've ever seen. I mean, to be fair, I think almost every crypto has massive bullish divergence on the weekly. That's why you're bullish at the lows. All right, let's get over here. The biggest bullish divergence you've ever seen. It's not the biggest. I mean, it looks the same. It's got lower lows and it's got higher lows. Listen, if Bitcoin's going to go up, even ICP will go up. Because people make this too difficult, man. What's this? If Bitcoin goes up, 99% of altcoins will go up too. You know what I mean? Like, if we want to keep it real, let's keep it 100 here. That's what we do over here. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up. Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. You know? And guess what? Here's what I'll tell you guys. For one more little troll, okay? For one more little troll for all you guys. Bitcoin dominance ain't going to 70%. All right. I'm out, guys. Peace.